an entrepreneur and staying in UAE for 17 years. So for many years, I've trusted traders, I've trusted brokers. I am not a trader before, but I'm a money manager, a fund managers. I manage traders for at least 10 to 15 traders around the globe when I was in Philippines and also when I was in Abu Dhabi before. So many brokers and traders misuse our funds, and the risk management is not properly executed, and the handling of the brokerage firms is manipulated. So I got fed up for many years. After that I studied trading, and then every brokerage have its own system. Every institution has have own system. So I studied the trading from basics to advanced, from risk management, from the executions to strategy. So I created my own system from structuring of the management and the risk and the systems of how to execute a trade. I'm a day trader. I don't rely on news. I rely on what's the movement of the numbers and the candles of the flow of the market 1 week from now, years back, and months back, and what's the upcoming flow of the candles. So yeah, as being said, I'm Rafael Galing Jr., innovator, entrepreneur, and Web3 strategist, a sniper day trader. So the minimum capital range is $1,500 up to $100,000 per account. So the risk I always execute, the maximum every sessions is 2%. The minimum is the 0.01% depending on the lots and depending on the situations of the market. So the trading frequency, 5 days a week per week and 3 sessions per day. As being said, strategy type is intra-trader precisions with executions. My objective is consistency, controlled capital growth with a strict and disciplines. Now, yeah, I already mentioned to you my background and how I being a trader and why I created these systems, and also the trading identity. As being said, sniper, scalping, day trader. That's what I do with the trading. Low risk scaling, my risk management 0.01. It's controlled, and I can increase if the momentum of the candle and the flow of the market flow is good. If it's not good, either bearish or bullish, my trade strategy is how the flow of the candles consistency. That's how I make money, either bear or bullish. So my core strength is the market behavior recognitions, psychological discipline under pressure, adaptive execution, and volatile condition. So strategy framework execution model, which is the market move, stabilizations, confirmations, and entry. Strategic logic, trade after volatility, not during. Avoid noise and over trading. So that's why most of the traders, if they lost today because of the ego of the psychological that I want to revenge of my losses, they lost more and wiped out. The account is blow up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and enter on the market hesitation, stabilization. Focus on high probability window only. For example, there is so-called, if you will notice in the flow of the chart, sometimes it's long, either bearish or bullish. Sometimes it's just straight. That straight lines of the chart, it's called sideways. So even it's sideways, if there is at least little consistency of whichever direction, I can do a sniper trade with that. So with that sniper trade, which is I mastered that how I handle the pressure of, it's like scalping in that momentum, I could make at least $100 or $200 in that session. It depends on the capital also as well. So my risk and performance model, risk management is 1% to 2% maximum risk per session. Controlled lot sizing. Lot sizing means, for example, 0.01 or 1%. So if the momentum is really good, consistent, either bearish or bullish, I can make it at least my lot size is 1%. But that risk is very high already. So strict exit discipline. So what is strict exit discipline? If I have a target, every trade sessions before I trade in a week for Monday until Friday, on Saturday and Sunday, I make already strategy from Monday to this session to Friday. This is only my risk management. And if I reach the profit of $20, $50, I will exit already. I will not trade more. If I reach my quota that day, that's enough. Even the candle still consistency. Because sometimes, if there's a news, something, let's say, for example, one of the American or whoever these world leaders said something about gold or crypto, it's unpredictable. Sometimes it might reverse and twist that you didn't expect. So because of that reason, you will lose the capital. So that's why strict exit is very important to have a discipline in this one. No over leverage, meaning no over leverage is if I entry per sessions, 3 lots or three maximum at least 1% for 3 sessions per day. That's it. I don't overtrade. Even I lose or win, if I reach my quota, that's it. That is discipline. Because $20, $60, $100, $500 per day, if you accumulate that, gather that for the whole week, that is huge already. So yeah, performance structure, target from 1 to 3% per session, focus on consistency, aggression, controlled compounding model. So my objective is low drawdown plus steady capital growth. My first priority is to protect the capital. If I reach already as being said, I've reached the quota, that's enough already. I don't overtrade. Yeah. So these are my sessions, trading structure and frequency. In UAE time,
Mm-hmm.
from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Market opening volatility. Structured continuation 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. High impact moves is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Why 3 a.m.? Because in Asia time, let's say Hong Kong, China, Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
that is where the timing is opening start 7 a.m. in Asia. That's 3 a.m. in our time. And then the London time, which is start from 11 a.m. Dubai, and then 7 p.m. starts in USA. So if you notice why I don't trade between those times, because those times, I found the secret of the one of the big whales. During those time that I'm not trading, those are the time these big whales are harvesting. The trader who does not know to trade, who is not professional, doesn't have strategy. That's how the market earns. So that's why I only trade with this time because there is a consistency during this time, and my strategy is very effective in during those times. So executions, discipline, maximum 5 tradings per week, 3 sessions per day. Trade only when market structures is clear. Trade only when volatility aligns with strategy. Selective trading equals higher quality results. Yeah. So this is my if you notice, trade performance execution, live trade execution snapshot. So the first image here, if you notice, there are many numbers, blue arrows, red arrows, because
Mm-hmm.
as being said earlier, the way I trade is I'm a scalper. If I see the consistency of the one candle, I entry multiple entries. But I, with my laptop and my phone, I control when I exit one press, all those, let's say, 10 entries. At the same time, all my entries will be exited. So if, for example, one candle reversed, instead I make it short and then the candle make it long. If I make it sell and then the candle make it buy direction. So before it reverse, I already see the signal from my signal system and from my phone and laptop. One press all exit at the same time. So the risk there is very low. The risk is very high if you don't know what you're doing. The risk is very high if you are new in trading. But with my performance and proof is I've already proven those things. So every trader in the world, either semi-pro or beginners or professionals, everybody lost a lot of money, big time, and I'm one of them. That is why I created a solid system that one of the most of the institutionals, big whales, they call it prop desk, PROP desk. They have a trading system they follow, they created. The system tells them when to buy and when to sell. And that is the systems that I have. I created my own system. I'm proud that until now in the market, no systems like that. I have it in my system. So execution platforms, I have my brokerage, which is I do the executions deposit with IC Market and executed with C Trader system and MT5. And my liquidity is Binance or OKX. Professional note, past performance shown in trade history reflects execution capability under specific market conditions. Strategy is applied under strict risk management and 1 to 2% per session. So edge, scalability, and investment. Competitive edge, timing-based execution, non-lagging, precision entry scaling, strong psychological control, adaptive to global market flow, scalability, strategy designed for $1,000 to $100,000 for accounts, each account. Maintain risk percentage regardless of the capital size. Scalable through discipline and executions. So this is the farthest offer I can offer to the investors, which is 70-30. 30% for the investors, monthly paid from net profit. The contract will be 90 days. Every investors, if you want to do the trial, you're satisfied after a week, then you can fulfill the agreed capital for me to manage for the trade. And after 90 days, I will return the capital. But during those 90 days, every month, you will receive the 30% profit. Let's say, for example, you deposited $5,000 or 15,000 or 1,500, let's say. You did a test. And then after a month, I made at least $7,000. So regardless with the 1,500 USD, So there is remaining how much? There's remaining 5,500. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
5,500. So
Yeah.
yeah, from the 5,500, you get the 30% and I get the 70%. So that's how it will be split. And then by after 90 days, you will get the capital and of course the whatever the profit we made on that month. So yeah, precision with discipline and controlled execution build for sustainable and not speculations.